Hey, it's Ben from the Strength Factory, and today I'm going to give you the 5 building blocks that are going to help you to build your best ever riding position. If you want to improve your riding, then you need to look at your riding position and how you can strengthen all the elements that make it up. What I like to do is break it down into the 5 basic building blocks I'm going to show you now, and if you address each of these blocks in the gym or bodyweight training, strengthen them up and get good at them, then it's going to really benefit your riding. So this position, attack position, ready position, flow position, riding position, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter. It's made up of a load of different positions and a load of different movements as we ride through the trail. And we're going to go through those now. So what are the 5 building blocks to a rock solid riding position? Well, they are a strong hinge. They are to be strong in knee extension, okay, or knee dominant exercises. They are to be strong in an upper body push, upper body pull, and then finally strong in the core to link it all together. The first block then, really the foundation of it all, is what's called a hinge position. This position here, pushing back into the hips. I'm hinged at the hips here, and this is the foundation of a solid riding position. And so that is something that we need to train as part of your strength program to build a better riding position. So examples of hinge exercises are things like a Romanian deadlift, kettlebell swing, and also we've got single leg versions of those things like the single leg RDL as well, for instance. The goal in all of those is to really push back into the hips, strengthen the hamstrings, the glutes, i.e. the back of the leg and your bum, because that is going to then support your riding position and take a lot of load off the lower back. For those of you who get lower back issues on long rides, long climbs or long descents, then often strengthening yourself in the hinge is going to really help to clear that up, because it's going to support you when you're stood up on the pedals in particular. The second building block is to build that strength in the knee dominant exercises. So where the hinge is hip dominant, these exercises focus more on that flexion and extension, so bending and straightening of the knee. Okay, and at its most basic, we've got things like the squat, okay, where on both legs, you go nice and deep in the squat, and we're really focusing on, it's the whole leg and hip, but really there's a lot of quad going on here, and it's a knee dominant exercise. As well as things like squat, we've got your rear foot elevated split squat, which is quite a hard exercise that's done on a single leg. So as well as getting the benefits of the knee dominant work that we just talked about, you're also getting all the stability of being on a single leg, working the hip and groin as well through that full range of motion. So we've got the hinge and the knee dominant exercises, and that is basically covering the lower body. Right then, let's take it to the upper body, okay, those inputs into the bars and into the front of the bike. So first of all then, we've got upper body push, pushing into the bars, pushing into the floor, generating traction, pumping your bike. It's this motion here, and it's basically horizontal out to the body. And you guess what? Press ups, okay? You just can't go wrong with press ups for developing that upper body pressing or pushing power. We can scale press up, so we can start on an incline. If you can't do them on the floor, then get on an incline and start working there and focusing on a full range of motion. You want to be strong at the top and at the bottom, because remember, you never want your stem and your ribs to meet. So that's why we want to be strong through a full range. Then we're going to work on the floor, and then we can start to look at more advanced press ups, like this press up to downward dog, which I really like for the added benefits in the mobility you get through the upper back and shoulders as well. And it really replicates some of the positions that you're going to get yourself in if you're riding really steep and gnarly terrain. The fourth building block is going to be the upper body pull, where we're literally pulling the bars and the bike in towards your body, again as part of that pumping motion on the trail, but also things like manualing, jumping, making the bike go light. And basically we want the pushing and the pulling to be balanced out, okay? We don't just want to be super strong in one and weak in the other. To be balanced and injury free in the upper body, we want to balance those out. So in terms of training, what I love to do is something called a horizontal row, or you can also call it a bodyweight row. Here in these videos, I'm using a set of rings. You can do it under a bar or a set of TRX straps as well. And you can also do, obviously, rowing exercises with dumbbells as well. But basically what I'm looking to do is get strong in that, again, that full range of motion from arms straight until the hands are tucked right in at the ribs. And again, working roughly in front of your body for most of that training as well, because that's where the bike is going to be. The fifth and final building block is this, it's your core. It's all very well having big strong arms, strong powerful legs. If the core's weak in between, then when you're trying to put that power down, it's like trying to fire a cannon from a canoe, and that is not cool. It is not going to work. We want a strong core to link the whole body together, to transfer power, okay, between your upper body and lower body, and also to be able to brace, okay, and maintain a good posture on the trail. I know people think it's a bit too basic, but I'm a big believer in focusing and starting on the basics, and that's why I'm still a big believer in doing planks. In particular, the side plank is really valuable for strengthening up the sides here on your core, which helps to link that upper and lower body together. Once you can do those side planks for about a minute to 90 seconds on each side, and it's not a big drama, then it's time to move on and get a little more dynamic, add in some rotations and more advanced exercises like the pull-off press, which you can see me doing here with the band, but you can also do with the cable. That is all about resisting rotation, and it's a whole body core exercise that really literally joins the upper and lower body together to make you a really solid rider and to build that riding position. If you consistently work on those 5 building blocks, you are going to build a rock solid riding position that's going to keep you riding all day, it's going to help you to progress your skills, and it's going to take your riding to the next level. It doesn't have to be complicated, it just needs to be consistent, chipping away week in and week out, and that's how we're going to get results. So if you do want to use that 5 building block approach to building the best riding position so you can ride further, faster and have more fun, then you should check out the Complete Mountain Bike Programme. Let me do the legwork, let me do the planning, and you can literally guarantee that you're doing the right stuff the right way so you're not wasting any of your valuable time. You can find out more about the Complete Mountain Bike Programme at the link below this video, where you can also start your 1-week free trial, so it's literally no risk. Once you're up and running, it's a monthly subscription that you can cancel anytime, and of course it's covered by the Strength Factory guarantee. If you don't ride faster, you get your money back. It really is as simple as that. So if you found this useful, then check out that program and you can get started building a stronger riding position and developing your riding today.